Christian Myers on the trumpet. Good morning, Unity of Tampa. Hey. Standing outside the door of love and mercy, you know there's a place there for you. You know there's peace inside, but still you're searching for someone who understands the pain you've been through. Where the Father waits with open arms, He's calling out your name. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, yeah, come on in. You'll find a place of rest and illumination, where God within you helps you to light your way. He He knows the peace you need and the hurt you're feeling. He longs to hold you and to wipe your tears away. With the doors unlocked, the lights are on. What are you waiting for? Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, come on in. Yeah. There's room enough in this home of love for someone just like you. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, come on in. Unity of Tampa, come on in. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Happy Sunday.
Sometimes you got to bring it. That was nice. That was a nice tempo, boys.
There you go. Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Pat Fenda. I'm your platform assistant, and I was so happy to be able to get out my browns today. It's fall. You'll see a few other people in brown as well. Yes. So welcome first-time visitors. Do we have any first-time visitors? Raise your hand. Don't be shy. Okay, well, it's family. Oh, second time? Third time? 450th? Yay! All right, well, hey, well, there's no one new. Did you get make sure that person with the third time got your T-shirt? So, updates. Hey, if you want any updates about announcements, you can get it from the Sunday Bulletin, the email newsletter, the Facebook website, mobile app. So check into your social media. I hear there's a new one. And silence your cell phones then. Please remember. New Unity of Tampa app. Get notification of important events and have information sent right to your phone. I did it, and it was pretty easy. So you can do it. Grief and Recovery Support Group. Oh, I'm rushing through these. Third Sunday of the month after the service. That's today. Facilitated by Jan Cohen. Oh, by Clark. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Clark. And it's in the clubhouse. Yay. All right. Membership class tomorrow, Monday, November 18th from 6:30 to 8:30 on Zoom. Those who have signed up, you're panicked now. You don't have the Zoom link. It's coming tonight. It's like Santa Claus. It'll slip in. November 20th. Yeah. Did you get that, everybody? And become a member. It's well worth it. November 24th, the Gratitude Sunday, a special service with focus on thankfulness. And we just finished all the leaves, so make sure you sign one. Children's Board, Thanksgiving fundraiser, feeding 33 people for Thanksgiving. Help us raise $660 in $20 gift cards and cash. And I've heard we're almost there. So that's wonderful. Like to sing, la, 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 la. Join the Christmas choir. Have a holiday fun singing with your Unity friends. See your Sunday Bulletin for more information. I'm sure Elliot would be happy to tell you more. Holiday decorating. Decorators, yeah, holiday decorators wanted. That's next. Is that next Saturday? It's here. Oh, the following Saturday. The following Saturday. All right, you've got 2 weeks. Oh, panic. 2 weeks to get your stuff up and then come and help the church on November 30th and December 7th at 9 a.m. and see Vivian if you'd like to help. All right, celebrating this week's birthday. Well, we have a special birthday. Marianne Upham was away last week, so we want to say happy birthday to Marianne. Okay. Heather Schultz, are you here? Because your birthday's coming up on the 20th. Oh, in the clubhouse. Okay. Carol Ann Borchert. Okay, on the 22nd. Zamora. Yay. Zamora's on the 24th. Yay. And here's a correction. Virginia Walsh and several other people wanted us to know that her birthday is not in November, it's in April. So we'll celebrate it again. Yeah, that's happened to me too. People have wished me a happy birthday in a wrong month. But hey, happy birthday wishes are always welcome. Yep. So can we? I'm sorry, who is?
Steve Goodman?
Yeah, Steve Goodman.
Oh, Steve Goodman, Thursday. Oh, that's sweet. All right. And so now the song. Let's sing.
Let's sing to these birthday babies. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God loves you. Happy birthday to you.
Well, good morning. Are we having best energy today? I don't know about you, but this place feels great today. Just great. I appreciate all your energy. We needed to be a little more upbeat and back on track. Annette, welcome back. I've missed you. And congrats on your big certification accomplishment. She was trying to be secretive, but we don't do that here. So, I'm just saying, you can't be hiding from me. All right. Greetings to our virtual audience. Norma, I understand you're there. I hope Virginia's going well. I hope you heard the cheers. Not that the rest of you don't matter, but Norma, you are missed, and we are glad you can still join us. And I hope you'll still critique or anything else you need to do. I have several gratitude moments. I want to just say, first of all, thanks to our vision team leaders who met with us this past Wednesday. We have a great team, and we had so much work to do, and we did a great job. Thanks to all who joined, and to Janice, who co-leads this with me. So thank you to them. I want to thank Kathy Johnson for joining our team and stepping up to help us. It's so nice to have another person step in to help. Mark Prendergast, thank you. Don't look at me like, what? Thank you for putting those cleats outside with Luis. We have now permanent little hanging hooks for banners and things instead of our bungee cord backup plan. So I'm grateful for you getting that done. Thank you so much, both of you. And Alfred and Billy, Amy's partner, Billy, Luis, Jeffrey, big lift this week. We had our cabinets arrive. They had to be inventoried, and our new floors over there waiting to be laid down. The cabinets are there. The sink is there. Everything is ready to be done. The ceiling, they started. Electrical got done. Plumber's been here. We have all new outlets in the kitchen. And the ceiling now is going to be 10 foot high because we took out the drop down. And Billy already started drywalling. The place is going to look amazing. Amazing. Yes. Sorry? 39 boxes of cabinets were received. So needless to say, I didn't see Jeffrey this week. I thought he was sleeping in one of them at one time.
It may have been.
Yeah, he may have been. All right. I think, and Donna, where'd Donna go? Donna, thank you. Thank you for letting me, borrow you this morning. She's taking care of videos. And if you could make sure my phone is off, because I did not do that. Oh, okay. Thank you. And if anybody else would like to do a gratitude video after, we'll make room for that to happen. All right. With all that said, let's do our prayer for the country. Oh, thank you so much. It was on my list. I want to thank Ron Conrad, set up a Heart Walk team, and Joanne and Hanson showed up and walked with him on Saturday. Thank you for representing. You guys are awesome. And you had a beautiful day to do it. So it was a great day. And Ron, it was nice of him to include unity in his walk this year. They made how much? $2 million? Wow, they raised $2 million at the Heart Walk yesterday. That's amazing. We need a Heart Walk. Let's have a heart talk and a heart walk. Okay, I'll be quiet now. Let's say our prayer for our country today. We're going to keep this going until we make the transition from one president to another. Trusting in the divine preservation of liberty, security, and self-expression, we offer this prayer for our country. We know and affirm that divine intelligence governs the destiny of these United States, directing the thought and the activity of all who guide our affairs. We know and affirm that success, prosperity, and happiness are inherent gifts of freedom, and rightfully so the divine inheritance of us all. We know and affirm that divine guidance is at hand and enlightens the collective mind of all people, ensuring economic security without the loss of personal freedom or individual self-expression. We know and affirm that the all-knowing mind of God holds the solution to every challenge facing our country. May we, along with our leaders, open our hearts and minds to this divine wisdom and affirm our sacred democracy will endure. May we walk in the light of our highest selves, guided by wisdom and compassion, as we uplift and empower one another and foster peace and unity for all. Thank you so much. All right, prosperity. We could use that mindset in our world. I'll get to it when I feel like it, sir. He's awful bossy. God, he's been bossing me since 6:30 this morning. Just because I almost left the house without my jeans on yesterday, it's not a reason to be upset with me. I can't help myself. I can't remember it all. All right, let's say this affirmation. There is only one power and one presence in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. And sometimes Jeffrey. All right, prosperity. Here's what it says. I release worry and know prosperity. Perhaps the greatest gift of a prosperity consciousness is freedom from worry. It is knowing that as a divine being, I can draw from an infinite storehouse of divine ideas and prosper myself in infinite ways. This awareness helps me keep the things of the world in proper perspective. Like anyone, I will know times of plenty and times of lack. Understanding my prosperity is a spiritual truth and not the quality or number of my belongings. or the amount of money I have in the bank gives me agency to direct my life. I am prosperous. And as I affirm this truth again and again, I grow richer in divine ideas. The building blocks of everything on earth are revealed. And from Matthew 6:25, therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? And so it is. And with that said, sir, handing it back to our awesome band.
Cool. We've got this song for the month of November. Will you guys stand and we'll sing it together? 1, 2, 3, 4, and... May the light of the Spirit shine on me. May the light of the Spirit shine on you. May God's grace and God's love make this a brighter world. May the light of the Spirit shine on you. May the light of the Spirit shine on me. May the light of the Spirit shine on you. May God's grace and God's love, here it is, this brighter world. May the light of the Spirit shine on you. Shine on, shine on, shine on, shine on, shine on, shine on. May the light of the Spirit shine on you. May the light of the Spirit shine on me. May the light of the Spirit shine on you. May God's grace and God's love make this a brighter world. May the light of the Spirit shine on you. Shine on, shine on, shine on, shine on, shine on, shine on. May the light of the Spirit shine on you. May the light of the Spirit shine on you. May the light of the Spirit shine on you. All right, thanks for singing that with us, guys.
Week we'll have that ready. We'll be on top of it. Yeah, we'll be on top of it. Just a quick mention. I want to tell everyone, if you've never really understood what Unity's about, you could join our membership class tonight or tomorrow night, even if you don't want to become a member. It's a really good breakdown of what Unity is all about. It isn't a discussion about becoming a member. It's a discussion about the Unity movement. So if you're unfamiliar and you want to join us, sign up. It doesn't mean anything. You're not going to have to take the pledge or anything. Just, join us and you can learn more. Yeah, you won't know the secret handshake anyway. That's right, Jeffrey. All right, this is a great story, very sweet story out of Detroit, my hometown. Amy Schmidt and her son Jacob love to dress up for Halloween, and the locals know their house is a must-visit stop along their trick-or-treating route. But this year, Jacob was in the hospital on October 29th, and the rest of the week, obviously, was hospitalized, and Amy had no time for the festivities. So she left a simple apology note on her front door stating that Jacob was in the hospital and there would be no candy at their house this year. Both Jacob and Amy were disappointed, but as Halloween night faded, Amy's phone began to buzz with the Ring doorbell movement. A group of children were dumping candy into a bucket on her porch for Jacob. Several groups of children made the donations, including 6-year-old Mia, who had finished trick-or-treating but asked her dad to go out again to collect candy just for Jacob. Sure she did. I would have used that story too. I'm kidding. Thank you, Mia. It's overwhelming, all the love we've received. I don't know half these people, she said. It's just amazing, and the parents deserve the credit for it. What these parents have raised these kids to be is just amazing. So thank you, Kathy. That was very sweet. And this story really is just amazing and uplifting. This is 15-year-old Xavier Gonzalez from Lithia here in Florida. He was born with fibular hemophilia, which necessitated a leg amputation at 8 months old. He received his first prosthetic and many, many more from Shriners Children's Hospital at age 1. Xavier likes to say it's not a disability, it's a different ability. And he continues to prove it on the diamond by excelling at baseball. In fact, most people don't even know he has a prosthetic leg. He said, I move like everybody else and I play like everybody else. I just have a different looking leg, in my opinion, because that's all I see. While Xavier credits a big part of his success to Shriners Children's Hospital for providing surgeries, care, and all of these prosthetics free of charge, the Shriners are thankful for his willingness to share his story. Last month, he was chosen to represent Tampa Bay during the Shriners Children's Open, an official PGA Tour event in Las Vegas, and he was the standard bearer, keeping score for all of the spectators. I hope to be like an inspiration for people who might also have the same thing going on as me. Just don't doubt yourself. As for future goals, keep an eye out for him playing shortstop at a stadium near you. First player in the MLB with a prosthetic, I'll be there. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. I love his perspective. 15, what a great perspective. We should invite him to be the minister. And I'll learn from him. All right, let's get ready for meditation.
When I'm quiet in prayer, I open my heart. I open my heart. When I'm quiet in prayer, I open my heart. Hallelujah. When I'm quiet in prayer, I let go of fear. I let go of fear. When I'm quiet in prayer, I let go of fear. Hallelujah. When I'm quiet in prayer, I see only love. I see only love. When I'm quiet in prayer, I see only love. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So those words, open my heart, let go of fear, see only love. What comforting thoughts those are. And I invite you now to just take some deep breaths. And as you're breathing in and letting go, just think of all of the good that lives inside of you. All of the positive energy in this room. All of the spirit, joy, and love that exists. This is a safe place for all of us just to be all our authentic selves. And to know whether this is a good day or bad day, we're all loved. And we can let go of fear just by opening our hearts. So as you continue to relax your head and your neck, and you continue to breathe in and out, find that heart rhythm. Just let the words I'm going to share rush over your heart, taking in what's right for you and letting go of the rest. Today, I focus my attention on divine grace. Divine grace, which allows me to step forward in life each day with strength and courage. That kind of strength and courage is reflected in how I speak and in the actions I take. And I know the difference between when I am coming from divine grace and when I'm coming from a place of my ego. Knowing I am one with the divine, the highest energy in the universe, allows me to move forward with ease each day. Every step I take is guided by my divine source. And every step is met then with a powerful response in the form of spiritual guidance. And with that guidance, I bring those qualities to the world just by being present to those around me and for myself. When I'm fully present in displaying that divine grace, I achieve balance, harmony, peace. And it is automatically reflected through the light that shines through me. Through the experience and expression of grace, I exercise and experience unconditional favor, compassion, and kindness towards all people, including myself. And I affirm that I am continually being replenished as I receive unconditional favor, compassion, and kindness from others. I learn not to brush off the kindness that's expressed to me, but instead to recognize that God's light is shining through those people who are helping me in that moment. Grace is unlimited and all-sustaining, and it flows to me and through me, filling me with hope and renewing my faith. As I do my part every day, my efforts are more than matched by the response I receive from Divine Spirit. Through God's grace, I experience a quiet state of consciousness that helps me to live with ease. I'm aligned with the universal order of life, going with the flow, not trying to control. And so I rest in the silence now to take it in and experience my highest good. The light of God shines brightly on my life. And as I return to this place and time, I see the good in myself and others. I thank God for the opportunity to grow and evolve, all of which brings me peace. So today we're going to take a deep dive into divine grace. As I was thinking about us moving forward and continuing on this journey of moving ourselves forward and evolving, I realized we had not yet actually talked about divine grace and the importance of divine grace in our life. So I want to give you this snapshot of what and how I learned about grace when I was a child. So here was my version. I was told that at 3 that I was going to start taking dance classes. And my mom thought I needed grace. She later told me in life that I was clumsy as a child. I'm probably still clumsy. And so she wanted me to join my brother in tap dancing and dancing. And of course, that became a lifetime thing. As many of you know, it's something I'm still involved in. But when I think back to how I felt about grace, I saw it like this, and I didn't see the connection between that and spiritual grace. So when you think of a dancer, or you think of a skater, or even a swan, you think of grace, gracefulness. Ballet dancers are graceful. But when a swan glides across the water, with that regalness, that regal behavior, just head up and beautifully moving. Underneath the water is this, the chaos, but we don't see it. No one sees the hard work it takes to glide through life, to take that graceful approach. Now, I want you to imagine the times when you were displaying such regalness. On the outside, carrying yourself with that sense of grace, when everything that was going on underneath the surface said otherwise. Just think about moments in your life like that. We experience and express grace when our divine light comes in through the outside and shines. That's what helps us to glide, to take that walk. And when that happens to us, we not only feel it, we reflect it. And when we reflect it, others start to feel it. It's grace. I think of Thalia Potter. Oh, they were my words to her the whole time I knew her. I want to be just like you when I grow up, I used to say. Because she was the most grace-filled woman I have ever known in my life. To this day, no matter when you saw Thalia, she was poised, graceful, and even when she had something tough to say to you, it was with divine grace. I would ask her questions, and I'd be frustrated with the choir practices and what was going on. You know, and she would say, "Now, dear, we don't know what this is supposed to be until we allow ourselves to be led." And I used to look at her and think, are you kidding me? I flew all the way back here to be here for choir practice from my job, and this chaos is going on. I cannot do this. Yes, you can, my dear, and you'll do just fine. That's how she spoke. Not just one time, 25 years of times. Even when both of her sons had passed, the grace that came out of her mouth at the second celebration of life was incredible. Where did she get that? I used to say, where did she get it? And for us, it may be experienced as joy or love or peace, but think of it as our ability to demonstrate the qualities of the divine because our light is coming through. And believe it or not, that is our true nature. All the other stuff we make up in our mind is not our true nature. And that divine presence is always there if we would just tap into it. I would ask you, just as a side note, to ask anyone you know that you trust to give you an example of when they saw you demonstrating grace. What would it be? And I guarantee, even without a definition of the word grace, they will describe to you what they saw you doing. Because if you know when you're doing it, you would know how to utilize it and how to bring that forward. There are many definitions of grace, some of which are associated with religion. But ironically, grace is not religious. It has nothing to do with religious upbringing. We put that spin on it. If we look at grace from how traditional Christianity has taught it, it is God showing favor to us. Only if we're good. Now, you may have heard this when you were growing up, if you grew up in a traditional Christian setting. You know, we use the practices of Jesus and the life of Jesus as a teaching for us, but we don't use the dogma that comes with that guilted part of, you know, if you're good, God shows favor. We don't believe that in Unity because we believe everyone is God's child. Everyone is of the divine, and everyone has a light to share. And they're deserving of God's good, our highest good, our divinity. We are deserving of that. Each of us was born of the divine, regardless of whether we have the capability of displaying grace or not. In Judaism, grace is seen as acts of exceptional kindness and goodness, and you don't have to earn it. It's what you receive, and it's what you give. If we look at grace from a Buddhist perspective, it is the recognition that everything is connected and sacred in the world, that there is natural abundance available to all, God's grace. Divine grace is when we are the instrument through which that divine energy can be expressed. And we may experience it as joy, as love, as peace, and harmony. That's grace. And the connection between our moving across life and gliding across the water while we're still trying to figure it out is that we always have that ability to express our highest good. The combination of all four of those versions of grace would sound something like this: seeing ourselves as an expression of the divine through acts of kindness and goodness, bringing divine love, beauty, harmony, balance, and peace to everything we do, treating everyone and everything as sacred. In which case, grace-filled living would become giving unconditional favor to everyone we encounter, beginning with us. Now, how many of us give unconditional favor to everyone? Who's brave enough to raise their hand? Diane is. Okay, here's the thing. That's good, Diane, that you feel that way. But I'm going to be really honest. I think there are very few of us in this room, myself included, that would say unconditional favor to everyone at all the time. Because when you're calling the customer service line, I guarantee they're not getting unconditional favor. And when you're in a store asking to see a manager, I'm pretty sure there's not unconditional favor expressed. So we need to think about, what does that look like when we're that swan, when we're that gliding person, and we can demonstrate that favor. But it starts with us learning to love ourselves first and allowing ourselves to accept favor. How many of us, when somebody does something or wants to do something for us, say, oh, no, that's okay, I'm fine. No, you don't have to do that. How many of us do that? It's so ridiculous that we do that. But we're trained not to accept good from others. We think we don't deserve it because we had to have done something for them to get it. That's where we went wrong with grace to begin with. The idea that we think we have to behave and act a certain way. No, the world is here to support you. Let it. God's good is here for all of us. Let it support you. Stop trying to convince yourself that you have to have the right scenario, the right circumstances to experience it. From a mindset of loving ourselves, we start to experience life in ways that can actually energize us. And that energy inspires us to demonstrate more compassion. And when that happens, we might be smiling. Maybe we're offering a meal, or maybe it's just a word of encouragement, or maybe we're open to receiving all three of those things. A desire to be in service to others is a natural expression of divine grace. We glide through life with divine grace. Service to others never feels obligatory, and we never resent it when we come from that place. And aside from loving ourselves and allowing God's energy to illuminate us, there are ways we can improve our ability to live in divine grace. First, we have to adopt the belief that life is full of blessings and opportunities to experience an abundant and joyful life. We have to believe we're in a universe in which blessings are abundant. Not they're abundant for your neighbor, they're abundant for members of your family. They're abundant for everyone, and we are the egos that stop that abundance. We should focus our attention on our blessings and the things that we want to serve and the ways we want to grow in life. It's great how we're always so thankful when everything in life is going well. Oh, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. And then you call somebody the very next week when they're not feeling so blessed. They're like, I don't know what's happening in my life. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Blessings are blessings. All the time, there's something to be thankful for. And the more you express gratitude, the greater the abundance of your blessings. If you don't express gratitude, you don't receive. You need to hear me say that. I didn't say if you don't give, you don't receive. I said if you don't express gratitude, nothing's coming your way. Because gratitude is the fuel that says, I'm already blessed. And anything else that comes my way will just add to it. Aligning ourselves with that regalness, that flow of life, and seeing it as divine order no matter what's happening is crucial to us being able to hold on and express that grace. We may say we believe in divine order, but believing means we accept the fact that the world is divinely ordered at all times. All times. Even when you disagree with what's happening around you, that is divine order in play. And when we see ourselves in sync with the order of the world, we experience grace. We need to have courage even when we can't see our way out of our circumstances. Because when you're carrying divine grace, you can live with uncertainty and the discomfort of it. Because you trust that the rest will take care of itself. Deepak Chopra said, uncertainty is the fertile ground of creativity and freedom. Divine grace allows us to experience peace within ourselves and our circumstances, our surroundings, and the world at large. There's an old story that I'm very fond of that I want to share today. I think it's a perfect story of divine grace. One day, a poor boy who was selling goods from door to door to pay his way through school realized all he had was a dime in his pocket. Nobody was buying his goods, and he was getting very hungry. He decided he would try to barter for some food at the next house he stopped at. He rang the doorbell, and when a lovely woman answered, he lost his nerve to barter for food, so he asked only for a drink of water. The woman looked at him and instantly knew he was hungry, so instead of bringing him a drink of water, she brought him a glass of milk. He slowly drank it, and when he finished, he asked, "How much do I owe you?" She said, "You don't owe me anything. Mother has taught us never to accept pay for her kindness. He said, well, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. When Howard Kelly left the house, he not only felt stronger physically, but his faith in God and good people was renewed. He was ready to give up on both until this woman answered the door. Years later, the young woman became critically ill. The local doctors were baffled. They finally sent her to the big city where they called in a specialist to study her rare disease. Dr. Howard Kelly was called in for the consultation. When he heard the name of the town she came from, a strange feeling came over him. Immediately, he rose and went down the hall to her hospital room. Dressed in his doctor's gown, he went in to see her and recognized her at once. He went back to the consultation room, determined to do his best to save her life. From that day forward, he gave her special attention. After a long struggle, her battle was won. Dr. Kelly requested the business office to pass the final bill to him for approval. He looked at it, wrote something on the edge, and the bill was sent to her. It said, paid in full with 1 glass of milk. Dr. Howard Kelly. Both the woman and the doctor demonstrated divine grace, and the divine order of the universe gave him the opportunity to give back. We can do that. We can do that very same thing, to operate at all times where we are grateful for what is in front of us, and to share that part of ourselves with others the way we need to, and not be so rattled in life that we are unsteady on a regular basis. Let's review today's lessons. Living in divine grace is best expressed when we first let God's light be visible and demonstrate divine qualities. Number 2, when we learn to surrender and allow our ego to relax. Number 3, when we stay open to God's good and let go and let God. Number 4, when we align with divine order and trust the uncertainty of life. Our affirmation today is, I am living in divine grace. Let's say that together. I am living in divine grace. And the quote I found from Life Hacks said this: grace isn't a little prayer you say before receiving a meal. It's a way to live. Isn't that cute? Let's take that in for a moment. So we paused to say thank you, God, for divine grace, for the presence of that energy, for the presence of that good, and for the help that we need in being able to display that more often, and to trust that when we do, we are already helping ourselves and helping the world. And so we say thank you, God. Amen. I would ask today that, and the rest this week, please keep Jan Cohen and her daughter Sharon in prayer. Sharon is making her transition, and it's a very difficult time for everyone. And Jeffrey and I were very honored to be with her yesterday and help her to let go. I would also ask that you keep Coley in prayer this week as she goes for pre-op and finds out what's going on. She has to have her gallbladder removed. So, all right, if you have prayers, please put them in the prayer box. Please call, if you're online, please call the church or go online, submit a prayer, and we're continuing to hold Ann in prayer as well. there's so many people flooding my thought right now for prayers, but I would just ask you to hold our congregation in prayer. All right, if you are somebody who has an abundance consciousness, then you already know this affirmation. And if you aren't, I'm going to ask you to practice it at home, because this is for you and for us as a collective consciousness. We have faith in God as our instant, constant, abundant supply and supplier. We have faith in God to open ways when to the human sense there is no way. We have faith in God to guide us in all our ways, and our health, happiness, and prosperity are assured. Thank you, God, for your abundant good, now flowing forth to meet our every need. And so it is. And let go and let God is what's happening next.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you let go and let God each and every day, if you let go and let God, close your eyes and pray. If we let go and let God each and every day, let go and let God, peace will come your way. If your strength is waning, trouble seems so near, it will soon stop raining, dry up every tear. If your faith begins to falter, darkness lingers on, the world will be your altar, and God becomes a song. If you let go and let God each and every day, you let go and let God, close your eyes and pray. If you let go and let God each and every day, you let go and let God, peace will come your way. If there is a question, love is our reply, peace is our suggestion, God is our supply. Let us keep the moment holy to satisfy our soul. God is the one and only who is in control. If we let go and let God each and every day, we let go and let God, close your eyes and pray. You let go and let God each and every day. We let go and let God, peace will come your way. Close your eyes and pray, and peace will come your way. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. And with perfect timing, here come the children down the aisle. So.
Before you play, well, come on in. Yeah, play in the background.
What's up?
Thank you. I just wanted to share something. I want to ask everyone to acknowledge Mark today, and I'll tell you why. Mark took the kids on a project to Venice yesterday. Mark has served us for a long time now, and Mark refuses to be paid by the church as a teacher. He gives so much time and so much energy to us, and I want him to be acknowledged. And I also want to say thank you to Katie, who also gives so much of her time to us. Thank you.
Well, that stole all my thunder, didn't it? So, you'll notice we're late on YOUers today. I've got Anthony at the back from the Uniteens, but the reason for that, as Reverend Nancy just said, is they were all down in Venice with me. We headed out on Friday evening. We spent the night at the Unity of Venice campus, and we spent yesterday helping them, thank you, clean up from the recent storm. Somebody foolishly gave Mel a tool, as you can see in that picture. They had a great time. The Unity Venice folks were delighted with the work that they did. We got a lot more done than they expected to get done. And they also had some time for some really good heart share meditation and things after lunch before we came back. In fact, Heartshare went on for so long we were late coming back because they had so much they wanted to talk about, which was a good thing. So, correct, yes. They lost one of the big trees that took out their playground and a bunch of damage and tree limbs around the labyrinth and things down there, for those of you who've been down there. So that was all cleaned up. They had some adult volunteers there with a couple of chainsaws. We were able to pull some stuff out of some of the ponds that were on the site and get those broken down and out to the side of the road before the county picked up all the stuff, so they won't have to pay for collection of any of their storm debris. That being said, we had a fairly quiet day for the teens today. We did a little bit of heart share. We talked a bit about what's been going on in people's lives, and other than that, we had some wonderful music. Thank you very much. I'll pass it over to Heather to talk about what everyone else did.
And thank you very much for last minute being able to jump in and do that trip. Thank you. So the youngest children today talked a lot about the things that we're grateful for, and read a book about how there's something everybody can do to help out no matter what size you are.
All right. Our middle group, we had rather interesting discussions of what a pilgrim is and a pilgrimage, and whether or not we all were on the same page or not.
We were not. We're going to go back and review some of that basic history lesson. Yeah. So we're going to bless all these little truth seekers up here that go on our journeys with us. All right. And Elliot, too, because music is awesome. We love you. We bless you. We truly appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in you. We love you. We love you. We really, really love you.
That's wonderful. Let's stand. We'll join hands, sing the peace song, get together for some fellowship. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So now let's say together the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is great. God bless you. Have a wonderful week.